Hello, Astone. This is my response to you. I've always wanted to do a response because you probably have, I don't know, you just say what I'm thinking the best in your videos. You know, a lot of the time. Not all the time, just a lot of the time. So, yeah, maybe apart from Truth Slayer. I'm unsure. It doesn't matter. I've always wanted to just do a response to you. And this is, you know, first thing I'm going to do in response to your video is come out and defend myself. Not that I thought you were attacking me, I just thought that maybe something I said in my video might be misinterpreted. And I don't even know if you watched it or even referencing me, but I just thought about something you said made me think about my video. I thought, oh, that would be easy to misinterpret. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, and it was the bit where you said, oh, some people said this isn't a WrestleMania-worthy show, or something of that nature. And you said, oh, but look at past WrestleManias. And I absolutely agree with you on that. I think this was WrestleMania-worthy, I guess, but not WrestleMania 25 worthy. I don't know if this really makes sense to you, but to me, what I was trying to get across in my review was I was personally disappointed, not just about the card, because I really enjoyed the card. It was more just the feel of the show and also the booking leading up to it, which was that let's just do a bunch of storylines and then in the last 3 weeks we'll announce the matches, because most of the time you know what the card is going to be, and this one took too long to establish what the card was going to be, and most of the time you know what the card's going to be months in advance, as far back as Survivor Series sometimes, just you know. And I guess this year they were just trying too hard to keep it kind of edgy or something. Not edgy, that's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Unpredictable. So, quite a simple word I should know. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was disappointed in it, because you think they just announce a big card, you know, it just didn't feel like they knew what they were doing leading up to it. So yeah, there is that, and I'm going to play with my hair a bit. But with the star ratings thing, I mean, there's been a lot of controversy, and a lot of people have said really what I've been thinking for most of it. But the one thing that people haven't said, which I really feel, is the reason why there's all this controversy around it, and I'm not saying you're causing any controversy, Astone, because yours is just opinion-based, and you said that, and so Truth Slayer, and so Juice. And it's just opinion-based. The whole star rating debate, it doesn't need to happen. We're not arguing something that's empirically measurable. It's snowflakes on a computer screen about men fake fighting in their underwear. I don't think it's really life or death that we should be arguing about it. It's just, like, you know, I can understand why people, like, I only rated it 4.5 stars, but nobody's really attacked my opinion about it. I nearly rated it 4 3/4, but I didn't. I just went, nah, 4.5, because I didn't feel the same way as other people did, and that's my gut reaction to it, and I can't change that for anybody based on how they feel. So yeah, and I don't do reviews of shows and this is one of the reasons why I usually just avoid TNA shows, because TNA fans are the worst, and sometimes ROH fans are bad with it, and WWE fans, they're quite bad with it. Or, you know, just anytime I review any one of those 3 big companies, three, it becomes, rather than reviewing a show for the sake of recommending the show to people who didn't see it, it's almost become this opinion validation kind of thing. Like, I'll watch the show and they'll watch the show and they'll think, I thought that was a really good show, and if I come out and say it's a bad show, they get upset with me because I didn't feel the same. But if I said it was good, if I said it was a good show just like they did, they'll be like, yeah, he's smart, he knows what he's talking about, he agrees with me. I can validate, you know, my opinion based off of his. And that's not why I do reviews. That's why I had pube in my mouth. I had to really get away from that and do, you know, CZW reviews as a reason to do that, because I knew nobody would not a lot of people watch these shows, you know, amongst the YouTube wrestling community. YouTube wrestling community. So I thought it would be a good way to recommend things, and not have this bullshit opinion validation kind of mentality going into reviewing things. I still want to review WWE and TNA shows, but it's really difficult to do when people come out and call you an idiot for not liking something as much as they did. And that's what I realized with the IWA. Go to my IWA Japan King of the Deathmatch tournament review, and I think I might have deleted a lot of just the more abusive comments, but if you look at some of the comments, they're like, how could you rate it 7 out of 10? It was at least a 9 out of 10. It was the best show ever. You don't know what you're talking about, you fucking mark. And that's the kind of thing I like to avoid. You know, not because I don't like negativity, I don't, but it's just because I don't like validating someone else's opinion. I do like just, yeah, I want to do reviews to recommend things. That's it. That's why I want to do it. I want to get out my opinion, and that's it. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be validating someone else's. I am an individualist for the most part, and you know. That's why I stay away from doing reviews of shows that Dave Meltzer has given, you know, put a 5-star match on, because if I don't rate it 5 stars, I'm going to cop abuse. If I don't rate it, if I do rate it 5 stars, I'll cop abuse, and it just comes down to, once again, opinion validation, and that's why this whole controversy is sparked. You know, people disagree and people think, oh, he's saying I'm wrong, because he thinks, you know, a match is better or worse than what I did, so I'm going to, you know, attack him. It's like when I do my reviews, I don't think True Slayer is wrong for rating that match, for the Taker Michaels match, 5 stars. I don't think he's wrong. It's just my opinion isn't the same as his. You know, opinions can't be wrong. You know, it's not empirically measurable to do wrestling match reviews. You know, you can't say, oh, this was 5 stars because it had this many spots divided by that much rest whole time. You know, it's quite silly that this whole controversy sparked, but, you know, I'm guessing people wanted WrestleMania to be shit or something like that, and when people didn't validate their opinions, then, yeah, I don't know. I don't like doing predictions either because of that reason, because people, it becomes an opinion validation kind of thing, and I don't like that. Anyway, I'm going to do a strict show on Cam. Bye, everybody.